want to tell you a little bit about my mother. I've been thinking of her a lot lately because I've been working on my new novel, The Beautiful Mother, which is all about how a woman's life can be completely transformed by motherhood. When she was a young woman, Mum went to art school in London, the famous Slade School of Art. It was at that time that she met my father, who was a medical student. You can see why she caught his eye. She was very beautiful. She was adventurous. I think she had a bit of a wild streak to her as well. And she was as keen as Dad to take up the challenge of going to live in Tanzania in East Africa when he was offered a job in a very remote little hospital in the middle of nowhere. She was already pregnant with their first baby when she went out there, and she didn't tell anyone. She kept it a secret because she didn't want people to say that they shouldn't go. Mum was in some ways a very typical wife of the 1950s, but behind that perfect facade, I think life was quite hard in some ways. Her first baby, my sister Claire, was born on the back veranda of their little mud house that they lived in. She was delivered by my father, and if anything had gone wrong, he was the only doctor for a long way around, and he would have had to deal with it all by himself. Mum had no mother, sister, aunt to advise her about babies. She remembers taking Claire to be inspected by an older missionary wife, and she kept a detailed journal. Like my character in The Beautiful Mother, she had a baby care manual, but all the strict regimes didn't make sense to her. She eventually abandoned them, adopting an approach more like that of the African mothers she mixed with. By the time I was born, she was committed to a free and easy approach to babies that was quite unusual for the time. My memory of her is that she just took everything in her stride. There were 4 of us kids in the end, and my father started doing safari work, going out into the bush and running a clinic from the back of his Land Rover. And we often went with him and camped there for weeks at a time. Somehow there was always food, there was always something to wear, and there was always art. My mother never gave up painting. Even when there was a life and death struggle going on all around us with Dad's medical work, Mum showed us that art mattered, that creativity was important, and she showed us how to see the landscape as a place of beauty and of inspiration. And I think that left a lasting impression on all of us. And especially as a woman coming on after her, she showed me that a woman's work and a woman's career is important. My art is writing, and she's always encouraged me to give it everything I've got. So in some ways I see this new novel, The Beautiful Mother, as a tribute to her, and to all women everywhere, mothers or not, who inspire the next generation coming behind them. Thank you.